Aloha friends, I'm Helen with Floating Yoga School here with my friend Cynthia. Cynthia travels, follow her on Instagram. She leads amazing yoga retreats around the world. We're gonna do a little yang yin flow today, focused on getting out some anger, frustration, and finding a sense of calm. Most of us do yoga because we're a little bit crazy and we need that release and that healthy awareness of our emotions. So rather than always staying in that chill state, feel what's coming up. This flow will help you move that through your body, and then in the yin section we'll really slow down and find that nice sense of peace and calm and groundedness. We're gonna get started today standing near the top of your space. Feet can be together about hip distance apart, whatever feels best for you. You can rock a little forward and back, side to side, find that sweet spot between your feet. And maybe close your eyes or soften your gaze. Arms wherever they feel best, by your sides or together at your heart. Take a moment here just to feel. Notice what's going on in your physical body. Notice what's going on emotionally. And start to notice and deepen your breath. You can turn on your ujjayi breath, that strong, audible breath in and out through your nose, a slight constriction at the back of your throat. It's almost like you're breathing through a straw or fogging up a mirror. That breath is going to start heating our bodies, slowing us down already. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open if they're closed. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. We'll move through a sun salutation. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Feel free to bend your knees. Lift halfway, breathe in, long spine. Exhale, high plank upper push-up. Hold it there. Take a moment to find some strength through your legs, your core, your arms. Breathe. Next inhale, little shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Let's take it to your belly this first time. Let's lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale to downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. And feel free to find a little bit of movement here, sway side to side or pedal out through your legs. Maybe you bring your awareness to an area in your life where you might feel a tendency to get frustrated or feel anger in this moment or have in the past. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward to your hands. As you exhale, step or hop to the top of your space. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, relax your head and neck. Inhale, rise to standing hand sweep, high to the sky. And exhale, palms together in front of your heart. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into your chaturanga. You can step back, hop it back, halfway or all the way down. Up dog or cobra as you breathe in, lift your heart. To downward facing dog as you breathe out. 3 full rounds of breath. Yeah, beautiful breath, Cynthia. Let your breath fill your body. And really allow yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling. Maybe you're not feeling angry or frustrated today or in this moment. Maybe you are. Acknowledge it. Our practice is so much about self-awareness and self-study. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, relax, head and neck down. Inhale, rise to standing, hands high. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. One more. Feel free to move at your own pace. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lifts. And exhale, make your way to downward facing dog through your chaturanga and up dog, or skip it. You decide what's best for you in this moment. And give yourself a few good breaths here. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, release. Inhale to rise, hands high. And exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Next, inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Find a little depth and we'll hang out here. So for me and for a lot of people, I think anger feels like a hot emotion, building that heat. Kind of we want to release it. So especially as we move into shapes that are a little bit hotter, maybe building a little heat in our physical body. See if you can feel that. Breathe into it. Perhaps you can sit a little bit deeper. Perhaps you can breathe a little bit louder, kind of match that heat with the calmness and steadiness of your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, just step your right foot back. We'll rise to a high crescent lunge. Inhale, arms float to the sky. And exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Keep an upright spine, take a breath in. And as you exhale, just rotate to your left like a little twist. Yeah, and if you want to take that elbow down, that's perfect. I'm going to keep mine a little bit more upright, that tall spine, breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, we're going to open to goddess squat with cactus arms. So right heel pivots down, turn to the side of your mat and open up through your chest. Breathe into star pose, reach wide, lengthen your legs straight. Breathe out that cactus goddess squat. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, star. Exhale, we're going to turn back to crescent lunge. Lean forward, hands to your heart, kind of a forward leaning lunge. Beautiful. Right hand comes down, left arm floats up. Slide your shoulders down your back, open up your chest. Feel this twist. Nice full deep breath in. Side plank Vashisthasana. As you exhale, outer edge of your right foot or your right knee can drop down. Feet can stagger. Lift your hips, find that length and lift. So when things are challenging, this pose can definitely feel challenging for me. Can you find that calmness, that breath, and really feel the challenge, the heat, maybe any anger or frustration. One more breath in. Exhale, release, hand down. Find your way to down dog through your flow or simply up and back. Full inhale through your nose. Stick out your tongue, lion's breath, let it go. Again, breathe in. Stick out your tongue, release. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. And folds, breathe out. Inhale to rise, hands high. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Again, inhale to your chair, find that depth. And then this time, hands to your heart. Can you create little pulses? Sending your hips down and back, building even more heat. So nice. Notice where your mind goes. Notice what your breath is like. One more inhale. Exhale, fold forward, let everything go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Left foot steps back. We'll rise again to your high crescent lunge, both arms to the sky. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, nice long spine. Find your twist. I'm going to stay upright. I think Cynthia took elbow to knee. For me, this is a little bit more challenging balance-wise, but a little bit easier on my low back for the twist to start. And breathe here. And for some reason, twists feel like a nice wringing out of energy. People will say detoxification, maybe not physically, but definitely energetically, that kind of twist and release. Let's find one more breath in. And exhale, open to your goddess squat with cactus arms. So good. We're going to do the same thing we did before. Inhale, star pose, reach wide. Gather up good energy. Exhale, squat, bend your elbows. Sink into it. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale to star pose. Let's exhale to that forward reaching lunge. Turn your toes, hands to your heart. Bend, lean a little bit forward. Nice. Left hand down, right arm up. Find your twist. Open up through your chest. One more inhale. side plank Vashisthasana. You decide how you get there and what variation you take. So we all have different experiences of life, of our emotions, of even the same thing happening. So allow yourself to be in tune with that as you practice. And always do what you need rather than what you think you should do. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Find yourself through a flow, back to down dog, or a child's pose, or skip whatever. Deep breath in through your nose. Flutter your lips, let it out like a horse. Again, breathe in. Flutter it out. That's one of my favorite ways to release some of that negative energy that I don't want. We're going to bring hands a little bit closer to feet and try some little hops toward handstand. I call them donkey kicks. They might look awkward, they might look graceful. It's totally fine either way. Bend your knees a lot, look between your hands. Think of belly to thighs, and then as you exhale, imagine your hips over your shoulders, feet kick your bum. Yeah, maybe you can find a little hang time. I'm probably not today. And when you've had enough, top of your mat, forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale to your chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath in, find length. We're gonna hook left elbow across to the outside of your right knee. Find that chair prayer twist. And think of turning your heart to your thumbs and keep your knees together. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release. Lift halfway, breathe in. And exhale, folds. Take your feet about hip distance apart. We'll find big toe pose. Wrap your first two fingers around your big toes. Feel free to bend your knees a lot here. Long spine, breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. And I always like forward folding shapes as a calming shape, a grounding shape, a kind of moving inward shape. Really good when I'm feeling a lot of emotions. I have a 5-year-old, so we're very familiar with anger and frustration in our family. Release your feet, bring your feet back together. Halfway lift, breathe in. And folds, breathe out. Right away to your chair, inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath in, find length. And then twist to your left, hook your right elbow. So same thing, this time we're gonna move from here, and I promise we'll even out our sides, so I'm not just gonna make you all wonky lopsided. You're gonna take a peek down to your feet. See if you can press your weight into your left foot and start to hover your right foot behind you. Keeping that twist, yeah. One more breath in. And then exhale, step back with your right foot, find your crescent twist. Maybe that more upright shape if you prefer, or finding what Cynthia did the first time, creating this prayer twist in your crescent lunge. Notice where you can squeeze and engage. Use that strength and heat. Maybe use your anger and your frustration to change things, to feel strong, to express what's going on. And then you use your calming, grounding breath and energy to not overreact or to not overdo it. One more breath in. Exhale, open to your goddess squats. Cactus your arms, heels in, toes out, and sit low. I didn't warn Cynthia. We're gonna do a little Bhastrika breath or bellows breath, similar to a Kapalabhati breath or breath of fire, so you can do either one. You're gonna think about a forceful exhale, really pumping your diaphragm, and a passive inhale. And I'm gonna do arms out and draw my elbows in when I'm exhaling. So it's like a, or you can do, you find the pace. Let it be a little out of control. Let yourself feel hot. Really use your diaphragm, like pumping your stomach to move the air in and out. Three, two, one. Inhale, star, reach wide. Exhale, hands to your hips, parallel your feet. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. That was a lot of breath, so just watch that moving up and down isn't gonna make you feel too dizzy, and if so, stay more upright. Take a breath in, lengthen. Exhale, lizard pose, turn toward your left foot. Shimmy your foot out to the left a little bit more. Palms inside both feet, or both palms inside your left foot, I should say. Right knee can drop down if you prefer. You can always let your left knee open to the side. Add a quad stretch. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. Breathe wherever you are. We've got one more side, and then we'll really slow things down. But kind of a moment of calm after the chaos or after the strong, big feelings. We're going to take this to a malasana squat. Your back knee lifts. Step up, right foot meets outside your right wrist. Bum down, heels in, hands to heart. Open up through your chest. Try to lengthen your spine and find a little lift through your pelvic floor. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. You can bring your feet a little closer together. Lift halfway, breathe in. Fold, release. Inhale to stand, hands overhead. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale to your chair pose, find a little depth. We're gonna start by twisting left and hang out there without the step back. Hands to heart, breathe in, and then twist left, you got it. Right elbow outside your left knee. So really know that you're gonna stay here. You can feel this and be in it. Find that variation of wringing out your spine that feels good. Let's take one more breath in. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, fold. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. This time we'll take gorilla pose or padahastasana, hand to foot. Hands slide underneath your feet so your toes go to your wrist creases. And if you're not super flexible, feel free to bend your knees. Depending on the length of your legs, this may or may not be super comfortable. You can always come back to that big toe pose. Find length, breathe in, and then gently fold a little deeper. Imagine all the tension, stress dripping off your back, down to the earth. It's absorbed, released. Absorbed by the earth, I should say, released by you. Let it go. And gently slide your hands back out. Heel toe your feet in toward each other. Lift halfway, breathe in. Fold, release. Right away to your chair, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. Breathe in, find length. Breathe out, twist to your right. Left elbow outside your right knee. Imagine your spine growing longer, like you could reach further back with your tailbone and reach further forward with the crown of your head. And then twist along that length. Little peek down toward your feet. Weight into your right foot. See if you can hover your left behind you for a moment. Maybe that's plenty. And then as you're ready, big step back. Adjust as you need. We'll pause here. Any other variations on this is great. One more breath in. Exhale, open to that warrior or goddess with cactus arms. You got it. This time we're just gonna stay. So you can come back to that Bastrika or bellows breath or breath of fire, depending on what you practiced. You can hang out, find this openness, this calmness, this beautiful goddess shape. If your legs are talking to you, you can come to a forward fold. We're gonna meet there. I'm gonna take hands to thighs and drop one shoulder in, take a little twist. Feel free to explore some movement. Next, inhale, star pose, reach wide. Exhale, hands to your hips, parallel your feet. Take a breath in, lengthen. Take a breath out, fold. Doesn't have to be your deepest fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale to your lizard pose. Crawl your hands over to your right foot. Shimmy your foot out to the side. Bring both hands inside. And then hang out or drop your back knee. Play with other variations, a quad stretch. And notice what you notice here. My heart's still a little racing. I can start to slow my breath down. Directing heat to move into the places that need a little bit more space. So using that hot energy for whatever it is that I need. Really nice. When you're ready, we're going to step up to Malasana, back knee lifts if it lowered. Sit down into your squat once more, hands to your heart. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, sit down for cobbler's pose or a butterfly shape. Soles of your feet together, knees out wide. And you decide the distance. We're going to start to slow things down a little bit. You might still feel a little bit of heat, a fire. That's cool. Find your length through your spine, breathe in, and then begin to hinge forward. And this might feel better with a flat back. It might feel better more rounded. Honor and acknowledge where you are today. Doesn't matter what it looks like or where you were yesterday. I know for me, when I lack a sense of control, which what does that even mean? I feel that anger and frustration. So remembering the things that I can control, my breath, my reactions. Definitely can't control other people and their behaviors. So it's always better for me to go inward and kind of take a step back. Otherwise I get a little fiery. What's your sign, Cynthia?
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, yeah, I'm a Leo, so. Let's take 3 more good long breaths. And if you lost Ujjayi, that's totally fine. You can come back to it or simply breathe with intention and depth. And if you'd like a little bit more time, please stay. Otherwise, begin to walk yourself back up. Place your feet on the ground, knees up to the sky. Windshield wiper your knees right and left, a little release here. And we'll take a fire log pose, one leg stacked on top of the other. So we'll call this double pigeon. She's got a lot more space than I do, so you might be more open. If it doesn't feel good to have both legs crossed, you can always extend one long. And this can be more upright. This can start to be a little bit of a lean or a hinge. Some people also like to add a twist here, so feel free to explore what that feels like in your body. Yeah, nice. And just breathe. A lot of times these more yin style poses that are intending to be more cool or calm or stretching or more meditative can be more challenging because they let us sit in it, feel all the stuff. So acknowledge any desire to move. See if you can stay in stillness. Acknowledge where energy, that frustration, anger, heat might feel a little stuck, and where you can find more space through your breath. We'll take 3 more full rounds of breath in and out, slow and steady. Stay if you'd like more time, or if you're ready to come out gently, do so. And find any counter movements you like. A shakeout, a windshield wiper. We're simply going to find our way to the opposite. Other foot underneath. Create space and length, and then your depth, whatever that means or looks like. More upright, more folding, a twist, all of the above. And it doesn't have to be the exact same thing you did on the other side. I also like to think about when I'm feeling a little fiery, anger or frustration. that fire within in the yoga practice, tapas, our discipline, our drive. So how can I turn that fire into something to keep me going? If I'm frustrated at work, how can I use that to change things, to speak up, to motivate myself to do something differently? Or maybe it's the discipline to let go, to do less, release more. Let's take 3 more long, steady breaths. And if you'd like more time, please stay. Otherwise, gently release out. Find your counter movements. We're going to come all the way onto our back. So if there's something else you'd like upright, please do that now. Otherwise, you can gently lie back. And find a banana shape. So both legs walk over to the right side of your mat. Both arms reach up and over to the right corner of your mat. I like to cross one ankle on top sometimes. You decide if that works for you. And I like to grab my wrist. Allow space to fill your side body, your belly, your hip crease and outer hip. Anger and frustration might live in your solar plexus or navel chakra. Manipura, that's also the center of personality, of strength, confidence. So how can you realign those hot emotions into that strength? If you like more time, please stay. Otherwise, pass through center to the other side or a counter movement in between. Allow yourself to feel held and supported by the earth below you, by the community that supports you. By this practice that guides you. And as that feels even or like enough, come back to center. And take any last shapes your body's craving. Another twist, a reclined figure 4, a bridge pose. There's really no right or wrong. Allow this to be intuitive. And in your time, in your way, we'll find final rest. It can be shavasana on your back, your side, your belly, a seated meditation. A chance to just be. Release any last sense of control. Really hard for me to do, maybe hard for you. And what helps for me is to just notice the stuff around me, the sounds, the sensations on my physical body. The stuff within, smells, tastes, anything I see behind closed eyelids. Any thoughts, emotions. And as you're taking inventory, do so without attachment or judgment. Simply notice and be aware. Please feel free to stay as long as you like. When you do feel ready to move on, start with little wiggles, fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Maybe a full body stretch. And eventually turn to one side, find your way up to a comfortable seat. Eyes closed or soft, no rush. A moment here to pause in stillness and silence once more, just to notice any shifts or changes or how you're feeling right now in this moment. Bring your palms together in front of your heart and give yourself thanks for moving, breathing, taking time to feel, to be in your body. I thank you as always for joining me. We'll bow our heads together in silence. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for joining me. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. And I'd love to get any requests and hear what you'd like to see next. We'll practice together soon.